Today's video takes us to Orlando, Florida. In most breakdowns, we usually define what is lawful and what is not. But we're here to dig a little deeper than that, to invoke thought and create a conversation. I'm Sean Tyree. Welcome to Vest Life.
Hey, boss. What are you doing? Come on. What are you doing? Oh, be careful. All right, hold up. Here, look. County 5-1. Fuck you doing, bro? Fuck you. 2112.
We'll stop it right there. So you clearly see there's a firearm that the suspect tossed, and the deputy did notice the firearm being thrown. And we're going to focus on like how important the positioning is when it comes to when dealing with a subject on the ground. Second gun was tossed, if you haven't seen that. So right here, it seems like he has good position, but he does not have good control. And I say that just because although he's on right here on his side, he's too high up. Now, what you would want is for the person to end up getting their hooks in. And when I say hooks in, I'll show a display where you pretty much get in the back mount.
Now what I do is I open my elbow up, I bring his wrist in and his elbow out, bang like this. Now I got a nice big hole here. Stuff my foot in, all right? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break him down into hard time position. I call it hard time. All right, I'm just gonna bring my hips down and my legs back, all right? And now what's happening is he's laying on his hand right now. Try and pull that hand out. It's very tough, okay? His hand is stuck underneath his body.
And the reason why you do that, because where do people most get their power from? If they're throwing a punch, if they're swinging a bat or anything like that, it's from their hips. So you take away the hips, you get better positioning, and you take away a lot of power from that person that you're controlling. So I'll stop it right there. What I was just explaining, by him not controlling the suspect's hips, he was allowed to get to his feet. Why? Because like most big guys, they tend to rely on their weight, but weight sometimes gets outmatched by technique. So if he had proper technique or training, he would have known to pretty much get his hooks in to control the weight of this suspect. The fact that he was so high up And then when he was laying, by the time he realized that the suspect was standing to his feet, he already lost the battle, his position of dominance. And then obviously he started eating the punches. Now I will say this, kudos to him for still staying aware and alert. Now, thankfully, the suspect there didn't seem like he had the intent to kill, because simple fact that when he was picking up those firearms, he was tossing it over the fence as the deputy was getting up. As we continue, you'll see the different angle from the deputy's body camera.
Hey, boss. What are you doing? Come on. What are you doing? Oh, be careful. All right, hold up. Okay, save one. Whoa. Fuck you doing, bro? Fuck you. $21.12.
Now I'm gonna pause that just for a second, because the first initial video from the possibly from the store that you saw, that was angling, that got a good angle, and from this angle here you can see the deputy didn't really have good control. This is pretty much him, just like this is where the game of attrition, in a sense, like stamina, that plays a factor, because there's not much pressure, for the simple reason that he's, as you can see where his forearm is at, that there's no control. All right, this is where you're just pretty much trying to lay on him in order to catch a breath.
Crossfire.
Now, what you saw there was a pretty lucky situation. All right, the suspect did end up pretty much outdueling the deputy at that moment by being able to get to his feet a little bit quicker and going to the firearms that he tossed originally at the first point of contact or the struggle. And good for the deputy for staying in the fight and eating the punches at that, right? And despite that, still getting to his feet, pulling his firearm and getting on target. There are a few things to take away. Situations like this often needs to happen, meaning the fight wise, not necessarily the shooting wise, but the fight wise, because this really puts an antenna up into most officers or even deputies. It takes the loss of a fight before normally they realize, I need to do more training outside of work, or seeing if you get a program inside of work. I say that to ad nauseum about the importance of training. Why do you need to train so much? Well, if you think about it, what's the percentage that officers normally put hands on people versus the percentage that it takes them to end up drawing a firearm and actually using it throughout their entire career? Exactly. You can say at least well over 90% of the time you're going to put hands on somebody, either by detaining them to arrest them, a fight to take them down to the ground, assisting another officer in detaining someone, to move somebody along. You're always going to end up using your hands more before you naturally draw your firearm. So that's why it's important still to train outside of work. Well, hopefully this deputy is reviewing his own body camera, because this is how you learn and this is how you grow in your career. It's what makes you better. And this is what keeps you safe. Knowing the small, minute details that what can I do to improve as you need to in order to grow in this field. With that being said, if you're law enforcement of old or law enforcement of new, or even just the general public, if you learn anything from this video, drop a like and a comment below. And like always, Jesus is the light of the way.